Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Simplifying Business Studies after your vacations. I'm sure you all have revived, you all have refreshed yourself after this vacation, and you all have come back with lots of energy and with lots of enthusiasm. So, myself, Kashish Talwani, welcomes you back to my channel Simplifying Business Studies. And today, through this session, we will start chapter 2 of class 11th, Forms of Business Organizations. So, this is going to be a very important chapter because the information you will collect in this chapter is going to be across these 2 years, and even after your school, in your college, you're going to use this knowledge. So please pay attention and understand this chapter with good affection and care. So let us see what we will cover in this chapter. We will cover these. We will cover the meaning of sole proprietorship, its merits and its limitations. We will understand what partnership is, its types, its merits, limitations, and we will understand how registration of partnership firm is done and the meaning of partnership deed also. We will also understand the meaning and the types of different partners. We will understand what is HUF, that means Hindu Undivided Family, the concept of it in detail. We will understand what are cooperative society, its merits and limitations also. We will understand what is the meaning of term company, its merits, limitations, and also its types. And we will also see what are the formalities involved in the formation of company, like what are the stages, what are the important documents to be used. We will also understand that how people choose their form of business organization, like what are the factors which affects this decision. So let us move forward. So let us understand very first what are the forms of business enterprises. So these business enterprises, what we are going to study on this page, includes every particular form of business what we can expect, we can see around us. So all these business enterprises are broadly categorized into three categories. First is private enterprises, second is public enterprises, and third is joint sector enterprises. So it is already clear from their names that what is their basic feature. So let us understand what are private enterprises. So these are the business organizations, business enterprises which are owned, managed or controlled by private person. So the money, the control and the management of these organizations are held by private people or people privately. So there is no involvement of government or any other organization. So what are public enterprises? So these are the enterprises which are owned, managed and controlled by government or any of the government departments. All right. And the joint sector enterprises, as the name itself is suggesting, it has joint ownership. So that means these are owned, managed and controlled by private and government entrepreneurs. So there is a basically combination of ownership between private and government entrepreneurs. Now let us see how we can categorize the private enterprises. So these private enterprises are basically again categorized into two categories: non-corporate form and corporate form. So non-corporate form includes the sole proprietorship, like the very basic people who individually starts their work, who individually manage their work and who individually enjoys the benefits of their work. So these are called sole proprietorship. Then comes partnership, when more than two or more than two individuals come together and start a work, it is called partnership. Joint Hindu family business is a business which is like a family business done by the person, the head of the family, and then all the other members who are born in that family becomes the member of that business. So we will definitely understand all these non-corporate form in detail. Corporate form includes the cooperative or cooperative society and also joint stock company, which is casually known as company. Then public sector enterprises are categorized into three different things, which are departmental undertaking, statutory corporation, and government company. Joint sector companies has no categorization. These are the individual companies which are formed by the collaboration of private and public sector. So in this particular chapter, we will understand in detail these five forms of business enterprises, like sole proprietorship, partnership, joint Hindu family business, cooperative society, and joint stock company. In the forthcoming chapter, that means chapter 3 of your book, you will study the public sector enterprises. All right. So let us understand what this chapter has for us. So in this particular chapter, we will understand about non-corporate enterprises and corporate enterprises. So non-corporate enterprise includes sole proprietorship, partnership, and also joint Hindu family business. And the corporate enterprises, as I've already told you, it includes cooperative societies and joint stock company. Here you can see an example of joint stock company. One is Infosys. So it's a big company. So now we will understand what is the meaning of sole proprietorship. Sole means one, and proprietor means the one who works. So it is a one-man business, as there is one person who invests the entire capital. He individually bears all the risk, and also he enjoys all the advantages and manages the business by himself. So this is that one person who is called sole proprietor, and the business he holds is called sole proprietorship or individual proprietorship. Children, the other parts of this chapter will be included in the coming session. Please do watch these videos, and if you have any queries or questions, you can always write it in the comment box. You can also drop in your queries on the mail which you can see on your screen. I would always love to answer your queries. Thank you so much for watching. Have a very good day ahead.